I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. They all know what my name is. I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. I know you're hating on me because I'm famous. They all know what my name is.
Hi, it's Angie Welsh, and welcome to the world of surfing, a surfer's paradise. In this episode, we head to the amazing islands of Indonesia, home to some of the world's best surfers and surf breaks. We'll join local Balinese surfer Rizal Tanjung and other pros such as Jay Davies and Bruce Irons on a surf trip to Java's most secluded surf breaks. We also jump aboard a surf trip with 9 of the world's best women surfers. So kick back and enjoy this episode of A Surfer's Paradise. Bali is a small tropical island in the Indonesian archipelago. It is one of the most popular tourist and surfing destinations in the world. Bali is the perfect holiday destination for surfers and tourists alike.
Bali is they call the island of the god. It's a paradise. It's the island of the 1,000 temple. You know, it's the island of the, like perfect wave. You know, it's the island of everything.
When people go to Bali, they feel so relaxed and so have this different energy, like people just so chill and enjoying the paradise, in the good wave and the people and food and of course, their friends.
I live in a place where the waves flow very consistently, and there's all sorts of different types of waves like barreling and point breaks and lefts, rights, and everything you could imagine in surfing you pretty much get in Bali.
We got no money, but we have so much fun, We can surf all year you can surf here, always fun, No need travel,
I think a lot of those guys living at the beach and just being on the beach all day and growing up around Australian surfers that are there every day, and it's just a part of their life now.
The locals there are so friendly, Australia's not too far from there either, so it's nice and cheap for us. And it's just a beautiful spot to go.
It's always glassy, always perfect. Like for surfing, it's the best place I've ever been to. And the people are super nice too.
As a cultural experience, so rich and so different. And I reckon Indo, more than a lot of places you go, you feel the environment, you feel the energy, and that's what fascinates them and helps them to fall in love with the place.
You go there, you're just gonna have the time of your life. You're gonna get sick waves, you're gonna go party, ride around on scooters, eat good food all day, and yeah, it's just a good time there.
Bali is known worldwide for its amazing surf breaks. Although Uluwatu, Padang Padang, and Keremas are 3 of the more popular spots, there's plenty more to choose from.
Indonesians are really talented, from anything. You walk down the street, the guy's carving the most mental carving you've ever seen. You go surfing, they're just ripping, doing crazy airs, all tweaked out, look like they're doing some Indo dance move, you know what I mean? They do some crazy stuff, and I think the Indonesian surfers are really talented and really blessed with surfing coming to Indonesia.
Pretty much all the Bali boys, watch all the international guys, the way they surf.
The surfing world is in Indonesia and in Bali, based in Bali. Most of all the company put their flag on in Bali.
I've had people say Bali is going to become one day could be the next Miami, you know what I mean? And imagine Miami with waves.
Western Australian pro surfer Jay Davies is lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time as he jumps on board for what is to become the trip of a lifetime.
I spend 3 or 4 months every year up there without a doubt. No kind of real schedule, no ideas on what was going to happen, and I got a call from Rizal. There's going to be a little trip going somewhere that I'd never heard of. They said there was a couple of sick lefts and a couple of sick rights, and I was just like, whatever, I'm just coming along for the ride. I don't even care if we don't get waves. And I heard Bruce was coming, and I was like, wow, unreal. I've never hung out with Bruce. I've never seen him surf live, and I was just like, this is a perfect opportunity to go and hang.
4 or 5 days trips, and you explore what kind of wave and hang out with your good friends, and just surfing with just your friend and no one around, with crazy wave and good food, good place. It's really good times.
I was stoked on the trip, that's my first time come with Bruce and Benji, Reese, and some other guys, and hang out with a cool crew,
Like we're all good friends, me, Jay, and Garut, Riz, obviously, and to have somebody like Bruce on the trip, I was just stoked to be a part of that, and it was amazing to watch Bruce surf in those waves.
To watch Bruce surfing is he's a maniac, you can tell what is in his mind, He's charging and really good. He's a really good. He's a pretty funny guy too.
Going somewhere new where the wave doesn't really have a name, just a town, and 4-hour drives kind of seem like how it'd be back in the 70s when Jerry guys were doing it. It's kind of sick. Middle of nowhere, beautifulest country, sickest road, and sickest wave. So fun, it's like a dream. No one around.
Bruce Irons lives for these conditions. After travelling more than 40 hours straight to make the trip, he is the first one to surf the wave.
My first trip ever to come here, and and no one ever to surf this wave. So, and we have a ride crew as well to try to this spot on the big wave or on the big swell. And we get Bruce Irons. He's like pipeline master. Like one of the best tube rides in the world, and he's the best guinea pig to try the wave.
What can I say? I cannot say anything. He's the man.
Bruce pretty much dominated this left. I mean, I wish I could surf backside like him. But yeah, I would call it Bruce's left.
Yeah, we've just arrived here and we found some crazy setups. It's pretty magical. The place is white sand, beachy, crazy lefts. Bruce has been showing the boys how to do it, really, backside. And there's some good waves out there right now, so I think Bruce is getting ready to go back out and show everyone how to do it again.
Everyone's got their thing that they're good at,
and he's the best at backside tube rides and kind of gnarly tubes, not just like perfect little Uluwat tube barrels, but he likes heavy, heavy waves, and this wave is as heavy as it gets down where we're at, and he just felt right at home, right into it. So it was pretty fun to watch.
What's happening? This is Bruce Irons. You're watching A Surfer's Paradise. I'm in beautiful, luscious Indo with nobody out. I don't know where you are, but I hope it's as good as where I am, but I don't think so. See ya.
The boys couldn't believe they had found such an amazing place with such perfect waves. The thing was, no one even knew they were there. So Bruce wastes no time and gets to work.
Stand on the world, Babylon madness. Stand in the world, troubles in a Babylon, Babylon madness. You can tell me what's going on. Babylon could never answer me. What I see in the world today, lack of loving and a curse to me. Feel some people's first reflect, preserves paranoia, the Babylon X. Well, it's not all bad, but it's not all good. Some people don't have to. This world just keeps telling me what I should be and what will make me happy, but I don't need no bribe, I don't need no bullshit, I don't take no job, I don't want no fool, so no one knows what's going on, no one knows their right from wrong. Do you want a life full of sadness? No sad, Babylon rock. Keep the pushing and the shoving and the mass confusion, promotion of problems, no talk of solutions. It's like an infection.
Pretty amazing setup. There's a left and a right and a perfect channel. And both barrel, can't really ask for much more than this. It's pretty awesome.
Like a bullshit promotion, information stimulation is the style of the nation. I don't pay no bribe, I don't need no bullshit, I don't take no job, I don't want no fool, so no one knows what's going on, no one knows their right from wrong. Do you want a life full of sadness? No sides, Babylon madness, no one has no golden rule. Those that have to play the fool.
We adventured, just went for it. I literally came here, I found out one day before, booked the ticket, and I was gone. I like doing that kind of stuff. I'm gonna do it more often. No agenda, no schedules, no rules.
It's crazy in Bali now. It's like, go everywhere, there's so many people, it's better better I'm go away sometime from the town, because
No one around, just with your friend, just laugh and just, have good times all day.
As a surfer, you want to surf perfect waves with your friends, nobody around, and then have a lobster dinner waiting for you on the beach with cold beers. I mean, even if you don't surf, that's got to be the best day ever, right?
After an island hop from Java to Sumatra, we meet up with some of the world's best women surfers on a boat trip to the Mentawai Islands.
So pack your bags, we're on the road again. When I get home, I can't tell you.
Howie's like that to me is just surfers Disneyland. That is surfers paradise.
This Mentawai is probably the best waves in the world, and last time I was there it was fairly uncrowded for some reason, but the best waves in the world and fairly uncrowded is a pretty good combination.
It's amazing how some little islands like this could get such a perfect waves all the times, and there's not one or two or three, there's hundreds of sick waves there.
It's like a huge skate park with all these different bowls, and you got a big mega ramp over here, and you got a small bowl there, and then a transition over here. To me, it's the closest what I would call skate park in surfing. There's so much variety, and I've always had my best times being on a boat.
The boat trips, to go out to West Sumatra and on a boat full of friends, you've got a chef making you meals, 3 meals a day, get driven around to the most perfect waves in the world, and nowadays it gets kind of crowded out there, so you even cross paths with some of your other friends are on another boat, and then you'll all meet up.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Woods, and I'm here with 8 of my friends in the Mentawai Islands, and you're watching A Surfer's Paradise.
Getting on any of those boats out there, the mango's the best though. But yeah, getting on there and experiencing a side of life that some people never get to experience, and sailing through like places where there's no one on land, swimming from the boat to the land in this aqua blue water, and it's just the most beautiful place I've ever been.
It was my first trip with a crew, with professional surfers, and my first boat trip as well, which just blew my mind. It was so perfect, and it was like a playground. I just wanted to surf all day.
This is my first trip to Indo, and I'm just really excited to come on the trip with such a great and amazing crew, and the waves are definitely a bit more challenging than California.
To me, it's so cool to be here with all those girls. Like, we have just been together for the contest, and here it's such a different vibe, you know.
Doing this trip, like not competing, is even more fun because just, I don't know, I don't really care that much about, you know, getting revved up for the next contest or whatever. I'm just sort of having a good time and free surfing, and not that worried about breaking boards or getting cuts, because sometimes when you're competing, you're stressed, like, oh no, if I get all the cuts, I got the next contest or whatever. So heaps of fun, heaps of fun.
It's like what we're all about, you know. It's not just the surfing though. It's sort of like the mateships and the what you know, holidays, spending time with the boys or the girls, and surfing three times a day.
There's over 50 surf breaks in the Mentawai Island chain, each one providing the best waves in different weather conditions. It's important you have an expert captain so you wake up safe at the right break at the right time. After sailing for most of the night to find the best surfing conditions for the next day, Matt finds what he has been looking for, a perfect right-hander with no one around. There are 9 girls on the boat, so it's an instant crowd wherever they surf. It's great they've found an empty lineup, and after a big breakfast, the girls are ready to hit the waves.
In the time you stall when you get that call, I shouldn't have shaken hands with the drunken man as he mumbled you his drunken plans. She got the lovers right, could only go so far.
That's basically what I live for. This is what I surf for, to be out here.
She sighs, I'm losing my mind, losing my mind. That I was bound, this broken nerve and that muffled sound. It's strange to see, as it may be, the person lying next to me. They got a wicked way, they got a cold by day. Some things you just should not say. A never-ending sequence, handing them life on a silver tray.
but I got like 3-degree burns from sunburn. But I'm not seasick, which I'm happy about, and watched a bunch of the girls get good waves. It was good.
What can I say? Absolute legendary. They ripped. They're gorgeous, they ripped, and we love them.
Those girls are amazing. Join us next time when we'll be checking out the next generation of surfing superstars right here on A Surfer's Paradise. If you want more action from this week's episode, then head on to our website, asurfersparadise.tv, where you can download some clips to watch anytime, anywhere. I'm Angie Welsh. Keep living the dream.